Hi Taurus, this is your July 23rd weekly general read. Hope you guys are having an enjoyable day so far. So Taurus, first thing I see is that somebody is getting out of jail. Congratulations. Let me know in the comment section below if you're one of those people, if you know someone who is being released from jail. And it's like a new birth, a rebirth. For some of you, you were in prison mentally, emotionally, physically to some extent, as I mentioned. But you now are kind of getting a reboot, a refresh. Now, those of you who can relate to this imprisonment, especially if it's like jail, it's a lot of things that you're not going to be able to do when you get out of jail. I know some people are like, how are you starting reading this way? I just want to mention it to the person or people that this relates to. It's a lot of things you're not going to be able to do for a while. So there's that. So it's like you're free, but not so free. I do see that. Now, a lot of you are focusing more on work, career. Some of you are dragging around this heartbreak and pain, like it's some type of an extension to your body and an extended limb of some sort. And there's a new beginning up ahead. Okay. Congratulations. I do see some moving, like you're finally moving. Yay. You're finally selling, buying. You got approved. There has been many disappointments in the past, and now it looks like you are getting approved, moving forward, closing, that sort of thing. I'm sure the task of finding a home right now could be a daunting one at this point. So it seems like congratulations are in order. But even though that you are starting new and you're kind of leaving old baggage, old stuff behind, it's still a challenge. It's still a challenge to completely leave the past, hurts, pains, unknowns in the past, and to move forward. For some of you, you are scared to embark on whatever this new thing is, especially if it takes money, not necessarily time or energy, but if it takes money, you're a little bit concerned because you want to make sure that you're able to maintain, right? And take on a certain type of a lifestyle. So not really sure how this is all going to work, but nonetheless, you're moving forward. And I do feel like be very conscious. You're in a very karmic time right now. Your time is very karmic. Excuse me. So listen to me very clearly, Tauruses. The people that you deal with, either people are coming back into your life because it's karmic and you have to kind of settle some karmic energy, or people coming in your life is going to be karmic. Let's see how this is going to play out. Definitely good karma for you. And it looks like somebody could be circling back into your life where you have the upper hand. You now have the power and control. Definitely, if you have any issues with anyone, Taurus, and they circle back around, although you have an upper hand to some extent, do not be fooled that your person doesn't come with an angle, okay? So approach it in that way that you don't really know what this person's motives are. Be very conscious of people around you because, again, it's very karmic time, and I do feel if anyone's doing you wrong, they'll eventually have to circle back in your life. And you want to make sure that you're doing everything in good standing. So there's that. Those of you who are employed, there's love loss here at this job. You may be quite successful. You may love what you do and can't stand a person or people you work with. Can't seem to get along with a particular person at work, but you kind of love what you do. Some of you may have a victory at work of some sort, but it may put a bad taste in another person's mouth. Not able to come to a resolution at your workplace for some of you is what it looks like to me. If you are unemployed, it's going to be a little bit, at least for the people I'm reading for. You may have gotten a no recently. You also may need to go back and research what would make you more valuable. And there's just a period of having to wait. Right now, you guys are in a karmic place right now. So a lot of what's going on isn't necessarily under your control. It's like karmic rewards, blessings, but also some interference so that everything that's supposed to come to you will. And so this job, I'm sure eventually will come. I just don't see anything happening right now. And you may feel blocked, but don't allow that to stay in your head. And it does look like money could be getting a little bit challenged, and it's just karmic. So for some of you, you kind of have to be a bit in purgatory. Those of you who are looking for work. And then also you've got to make some changes as Uranus transit that you're going through right now. You've got to reinvent yourself and do something creatively different when it comes to work and finance and career. So yeah, you're going to kind of be forced in that way, because wherever you're trying to go, especially if it's where you've been before, it's going to be blocked from you. So do try to wrap your head around entertaining a new way of work, career, business, right? And also goes for those of you who are self-employed. Hopefully nobody's going to jail that is self-employed over some money. But I do get also feeling stuck and trapped in a situation because you may have a business with family or a significant other. You're tied up financially with someone that you would prefer not to be, but now you feel a bit stuck and trapped in this, okay? Almost like you don't have a say-so. This is going to create a lot of fights and fallouts and arguments, because if you have some type of business partnerships with others, they are going to feel kind of overzealous. It could be you, it could be them, but I do feel like one person in this business partnership is a bit overzealous. I also feel that you may have a lot of haters because they can't believe how you do what you do. Well, you're a Taurus. What can you say? So yeah, do be conscious of that. As long as you're handling things ethically sound, Taurus, you're going to be okay. I see coming up this coming week, some of you may be finally deciding to go and see someone, spend time with them, someone coming to see you. I see times of festivities, and this was so good for you. It's going to be great for your mental state. You can meet someone to boot if you're single while you're out and about and doing your thing. I do feel for some of you, though, the want to go out and have a good time is one thing, but the reality of it can be different, because you may be trying to people please someone who doesn't necessarily want you doing anything. And so that could be problematic. But I do feel overall it's a great time to kind of reemerge into life and go out, obviously, safely go out and engage. And you might be doing that. And it looks like you're going to meet someone, or you'll be entertaining the idea of communicating with someone. Yeah, someone's coming back in. They're definitely coming back in. They want you. And this was showed up in your extended. Somebody really realized what they've done to you. 100%. Okay, so Taurus single ladies in love, what's coming up for you? You're working hard, but it has helped you financially. And you may now be kind of obsessed all about money, thinking all about money. You may feel like, yeah, I'm okay, but I'm not exactly where I want to be, or I took a hit, and so I'm preparing for the low period. Not really interested in commitment right now. Definitely see that. You're not. You may feel like it's a waste of time and it leaves you in a deficit, particularly a man that you have been thinking about. You're licking your wounds. I do see that. You have been. And for some of you, it just depends on what stage you're in this reading. But I see licking wounds and then deciding to get back to you. For some of you, it will be getting back with someone from your past. If it's someone new, you'll feel like you've known them forever. Oh yeah, okay. Taurus single ladies, you have love coming your way. When you just start getting out and spending time, you definitely have someone here who will pick up where your person left off. They're very loving, you have somebody that is going to woo you. You're nowhere near out of the woods with your past person, but it's a welcome distraction, right? And I do feel the person that you still are getting over, they're not putting into this anymore. They even may be being spiteful financially toward you to some extent, single Taurus ladies, and that has kept you up all night. And you may not even be interested in this new guy that comes in, ladies, because you're still kind of getting over something. So there's that. It would be healthy for you to entertain a new person, though. It would be very healthy, but it just seems like you could be, you're heartbroken. The Three of Swords just popped out. You are heartbroken. So you're still trying to get through for some of you. Let's look at Taurus single men. Some of you have taken a break. Like you just are uninterested. You want love, real passion. But you're at a crossroads because you're still healing. Okay, so Taurus men, you too are healing. You could be a bit manipulating right now because you don't feel like you have anything to lose because your feelings are not invested in anyone at this time. You're putting more time and focus in your home, beautifying your home, buying a home, that sort of thing. And I do feel like you're even self-contained, so you're not allowing your physical needs to get the better of you. And you will try to connect with someone, but that is going to fall flat pretty quickly. Because you're at a very sensitive stage right now, men, where the little bit of rejection could be a huge turnoff for you. Like, you're not going to try to interpret it into anything else other than she doesn't want me, or I don't even want her, that type of thing. So Taurus singles seems to be very much in a healing pattern and process. Couples, I see heartbreaking pain and now trying to fix it. Couples, okay, this may be distance between the two of you and your person is trying to close the distance. You want to communicate with them. Some of you may feel like, well, we're just wrapping things up. That's what we're doing. This is coming to an end. No, that's not what I see. Your person does care about you, even though you get on their nerves sometimes, and the two of you argue quite a bit, and it can get very confrontational. They want a new beginning here. The problem here is someone has more ambition than the other, and it may come across as they're being slowed down. So the person that may not be that ambitious, they hold things down in a relationship. They're the anchor to this relationship, because if they were not stable and steadfast, you wouldn't have a relationship. That could be you, Taurus, or your person. And so what lacks when it comes to this then is the emotional connection and attention that someone is craving in this relationship. They even think back to the days when they were the only thing that was important in the relationship. Somebody has been very reckless and mean, almost argumentative, but very mean. It looks like there's been infidelity. There's been drama in this relationship. Some things have come out, which has now turned this relationship into something karmic, because now there's lessons to learn here and who's going to break the cycle, right? But even in all the challenges, it looks like you're trying to kind of stick in there and work this out, especially if there's a child involved, like a very small child. And I see a lot of confusion around, do I want this? Do I not want this? They're my soulmate, but somebody might not be able to leave other people alone. It's like inevitable that they're going to disappoint or break someone's heart out of the two of you. So that makes it very difficult to work the relationship out, even though it looks like to me your person does love you. And also finds that you are a bit of a workhorse. You work way too much. And there's an opportunity to change everything completely. Again, this could be vice versa. It's an opportunity to change things completely. But it's going to be up to you. It's going to be up to you whether or not some things are going to change, because I do see lies and deceit coming up in the near future between the two of you. Somebody is kind of keeping secrets, not being very honest about things. So that's what I have for you, Taurus couples. If you're interested in looking deeper into this reading, you can check out the extended link below in the description box. You'll also find all the details over there. You could also find the 2021 Taurus general reading, yearly reading for the rest of this year, and the link to my website. Otherwise, if you are new to this channel, welcome and subscribe, because I will be back very soon with another one. Take care, Taurus.